If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom's lord sits lightly in his throne, and all this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. A strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think, and breathes such life with kisses in my lips that I revived and was an emperor. Ah me, how sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich in joy. Oh, news from Verona! Oh, how now, Balthazar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? Oh, how doth my lady? Is my mother well? How fares my Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Ah, then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news, since you did leave it for my office, sir.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars! Thou know'st my lodging. Get me ink and paper, and hire post-horses. I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure.
Tush! Thou art deceived. Leave me, and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, my good lord.
No matter. Get thee gone, and hire those horses. I'll be with thee straight. Oh, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. Oh, mischief, thou art swift to enter the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, noting his penury to myself, I said, and if a man did need a poison now, whose sale is present death in Mantua, here lives a caitiff wretch would sell it him. Oh, this same thought did but forerun my need, and this same needy man must sell it me. As I remember, this should be the house. Being holiday, the beggar's shop is shut. What ho! Apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man. I see that thou art poor. Hold, there is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, such soon speeding gear as will disperse itself through all the veins, that the life-weary taker may fall dead, and that the trunk may be discharged of breath as violently as hasty powder fire doth hurry from the fatal cannon's womb.
Such mortal drugs I have. But Mantua's law is death to any he that utters them.
The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, but break it, and take this.
My poverty, but not my will, consents. Put this in any liquid thing you will, and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
There is thy gold. Worse poison to men's souls, doing more murder in this loathsome world than these poor compounds that thou mayst not sell. I sell thee poison. Thou hast sold me none. Come, cordial, and not poison. Go with me to Juliet's grave, for there must I use thee.
Holy Franciscan friar! Brother Ho!
This same should be the voice of Friar John.
Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or, if his mind be writ, give me his letter.
Going to find a barefoot brother out. One of our order, to associate me. Here in this city, visiting the sick. And finding him, the searchers of the town, suspecting that we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed.
Who bare my letter then to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again.
What?
Nor get a messenger to bring it thee. So fearful were they of infection.
Unhappy fortune! By my brotherhood, that letter was not nice, but full of charge of dear import, and the neglecting it made to much danger. Oh, Friar John, go hence. Get me an iron crow and bring it straight unto my cell.
Brother, I'll go and bring it thee.
Now must I to the monument alone. Within 3 hours will fair Juliet wake. She will beshrew me much that Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents. But I will write again to Mantua and keep her at my cell till Romeo come. Oh, poor living corse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh, woe! Thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will dew. Or, wanting that, with tears distilled by moans. The obsequies that I for thee will keep nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep. My page gives warning something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight to cross my obsequies and true love's right? What with a torch? Muffle me, knight, awhile.
Give me the mattock and the wrenching iron. Hold, take this letter. Early in the morning, see thou deliver it to my lady mother. Give me the light. Upon thy life I charge thee, whate'er thou hearst or seest, stand all aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course.
I will be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
So shalt thou show me friendship. Live and be prosperous. And farewell, good fellow.
For all the same, I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intents I doubt.
Thou detestable maw, thou womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth. Thus I enforce thy rotten jaws to open, and in despite I'll cram thee with more food.
This is that banished haughty Montague, that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died. And here is come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and go with me, for thou must die.
O good, gentle youth, Tempt not a desperate man. Put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Oh, be gone! By heaven, I love thee better than myself, for I come hither armed against myself. Oh, stay not! Be gone! Live! And hereafter say, a madman's mercy bade thee run away.
I do defy thy commination, and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy!
Oh, Lord, they fight. I will go call for help. I am slain.
Let me peruse this face. Mercutio's kinsman. Oh, noble county Paris. Oh, what said my man when my betossed soul did not attend him as we rode? I think he told me Paris should have married Juliet. Said he not so? Or did I dream it so? Or am I mad, hearing him talk of Juliet? Oh, my love! My wife. Death, that hath sucked the honey of thy breath, hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign yet is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean, abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? Oh, for fear of that, I still will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Oh, here will I remain. Here I set up my everlasting rest. Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
Oh, St. Francis be my speed. Oh, how oft tonight have my old feet stumbled at graves. What's this? What torch is yond that vainly lends its light to grubs and eyeless skulls? As I discern, it burneth in the Capel's monument. Romeo! Oh, pale and steeped in blood! Oh, what an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance! The lady stirs.
Oh, comfortable friar, where is my lord? I do remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my Romeo?
Oh, I hear some noise. The lady come from that nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come away. Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead. Come, I'll dispose of thee among a sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet, I dare no longer stay.
Get thee hence, for I will not away. What's here? A cup closed in my true love's hand. poison, I see hath been his timeless end. Oh, churl, drunk all, and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Happily some poison yet doth hang on them to make me die with a restorative. Thy lips are warm.
Lead, boy, which way?
Noise? Then I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger! This is thy sheath. There rust, and let me die.
This is the place. There where the torch doth burn.
The ground is bloody. Search about the churchyard.
Pitiful sight! Here lies the county slain.
And Juliet bleeding, warm, and newly dead. Who here hath lain these 2 days buried?
Go tell the prince. Run to the Capulets. Raise up the Montagues. Some other search.
What misadventure is so early up that calls our person from our morning rest?
What should it be that they so shriek abroad?
The people in the street cry Romeo, some Juliet, and some Paris, and all run with open outcry toward our monument.
Sovereign, here lies the county Paris, slain, and Romeo, dead, and Juliet, dead before, warm and new killed.
Search, seek, and know how this foul murder comes.
Oh, heavens! Oh, wife, look how our daughter bleeds. This dagger hath misstained, for lo, his house is empty on the back of Montague, and it missheathed in my daughter's bosom.
Oh, me. This sight of death is as a bell that warns my old age to a sepulchre.
Lady Montague, thou art early up to see thy son and heir now early down.
But further woe conspires against mine age.
Look, and thou shalt see.
O thou untaught! What manners is in this to press before thy mother to a grave?
Here is a friar that trembles, sighs, and weeps.
We took his mattock and his spade from him as he was coming from the churchyard side.
Then say at once what thou dost know in this.
Romeo, there, dead, was husband to that Juliet. And she, there, dead, was Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city, and Juliet bid me devise some mean to rid her from a second marriage, or there in my cell would she kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime, I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as this dire night to help take her from her borrowed grave. But when I came, some minute ere the time of her awaking, here untimely lay the noble Paris and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her come forth and bear this work of heaven with patience. But then a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she, too desperate, would not go with me. But, as it seems, did violence on herself.
I brought my master's news of Juliet's death, and then in post he came from Mantua, to the same place, to the same monument. This letter he early bid me give his mother.
Give me the letter, I will look on it. This letter doth make good the friar's words. Their course of love, the tidings of her death, and here he writes that he did buy a poison of a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die, and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
Sister Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand. But I can give thee more, for I will raise her statue in pure gold, that while Verona by that name is known, there shall no figure at such rape be set as that of true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo's by his ladies lie. Poor sacrifices of our enmity.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings.
The sun for sorrow will not show his head.
Go hence to have more talk of these sad things.
Some shall be pardoned,
and some punished.
For never was a story of more woe
Than this of Juliet
And her Romeo.